And in the rest of the night's news, the tech giant Apple has taken the unprecedented step of removing its highest level of data security for its devices in the UK. Until now, personal data on iPhones and other Apple products could be encrypted on iCloud, so it could only ever be seen by the account holder. But there's been pressure from the government, which says access is sometimes required to tackle issues like terrorism and child exploitation. Our technology editor Zoe Kleinman reports.
Apple's iCloud lets you store your data, like photos, messages and documents. And if you've opted in to Apple's advanced data protection tool, this data is encrypted. It means no one, including Apple, can look at your content apart from you. The UK government wants to access this data too if there's a national security risk. But Apple has consistently opposed creating a backdoor for the authorities to its encryption service, arguing that in time, criminals would find their way in too. So instead, the tech giant has removed the tool from the UK entirely, rather than give the government access. In a statement, Apple said it was gravely disappointed that the security feature would no longer be available to British customers. It said, "As we've said many times before, we have never built a backdoor or master key to any of our products, and we never will." It's not known how many people had signed up to the advanced data protection tool, but from 3 p.m. today, new UK users were no longer able to activate it. Existing users will have their access disabled at a later date. This means that eventually Apple will be able to share all data stored in the cloud in the UK with law enforcement if a warrant is served. And that's because people here will only have a standard level of encryption. Cybersecurity experts say it was naive of the UK government to think it could tell a US company what to do.
What it's effectively done is disadvantaged only the UK users. There's an old adage that goes, you cannot weaken encryption for your enemies without it also being weakened for your friends. Somehow the British government seem to have managed to do it just for their own people.
But children's safety campaigners have long been arguing that end-to-end encryption enables child abuse.
We know that end-to-end encrypted services can pose a huge risk to children's safety online. Perpetrators use these spaces to groom children and to share child sexual abuse material without detection.
The Home Office said it can't comment on operational matters, including confirming or denying the request. But as the debate between privacy and national security rages on, all eyes will be on the other big tech companies to see if they make similar moves to the one Apple has made today. Zoe Kleinman, BBC News.